Hello everyone, good morning. Can you all hear me? Can you give me a heart if you can hear me? Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. Okay, good morning everyone. Sana okay kayo lahat, no?
Morning, sir.
Yes, okay. So, pinatawag ko kayong lahat ngayon. Pinatawag talaga. I had this session with you because yun nga, di ba, natapos naman tayo sa lessons natin, and of course, I want to give this in advance for you to have enough time to craft and to create this important requirement, no? So I hope that you are telling your classmates to enter this session. I cannot really guarantee that this will be recorded due to OneDrive issue or problems, no? So kailangan present kayo lahat, no, during this session. So anyways, let me share to you my screen. Okay, so I would like to discuss the upcoming M1 summative assessment requirement that you had to do. So I decided to have a yun nga, yung output-based assessments for M1 summative assessment. So you're going to do a case study, okay, in trait and dispositional theories of personality. So now, since we're done with the theoretical perspective now, it's already advanced. So Sci 121 na tayo. That's why I had decided to create or to have this output. Okay, so here are some of my instructions and together with the format of how you would create the paper. Okay, so case study yung gagawin ninyo. Okay, instructions. Listen well, okay? You may work for a maximum of 4 members only. You can choose your own for this. You may also work solo or individually for this one. So, pwedeng solo kayo, pwedeng mag-isa lang kayo, no? Pwedeng dalawa, pwedeng tatlo, pwedeng apat, no? So, you can choose your own. Hindi po lima ha, hindi po lima. Follow the instructions. Only 4 members. You can work individually if you would like to work individually. I have no problem sa ganon. So, you had to choose a real-life individual. It can be an artist, celebrity, political leader, influencer, athlete, or someone featured in a documentary. So, perhaps may mga naiisip na kayo, no? Make sure that person is worth it to be studied and maraming sources of information din kayong pwedeng makuha. So, you should use the trait and dispositional theories of personality to analyze this person's behavior, characteristics, and life experiences. So, syempre, gagamit tayo ng mga psychological theories, no? Particularly the trait and dispositional theories in creating a psychological picture of this individual. Lahat po ng ito ay impressions lamang. Hindi po tayo judgers, no? So, yun po ilagay nyo sa isip niyo na hindi natin hinuhusgahan yung person bilang ganito or ganyan. As based from credible sources of information. Again, your task is to create a written case study that integrates theory with real-life application. Be sure to use credible sources of data like interviews of this person, articles, documentaries, biographies. No, base your investigation on objective and factual data. Yes po, no? Hindi po tayo magre-rely sa chismis, rumor, or kung anumang mga gossips tungkol sa person na ito. So again, you could use or you could search for the interviews, documentaries, public statements, and live stories, not just on gossips or rumors. Provide disclaimer on your subjective impression for the individual. So at some part of your paper, you should create yung disclaimer na parang ito lang yung mga limitations na pinagkunan namin. Hindi kasi talaga ito yung exact and accurate impression natin sa isang person. Kasi iba din naman yung kung sino talaga sila. We're just trying to understand lang based from the life story, based from, from what we have gathered, what information we have gathered. So in choosing that individual or subject, make sure na marami kayong sources of information. Hindi lang isa, hindi lang sa news, hindi lang sa articles, hindi lang sa interviews, kailangan ninyong i-collaborate yung mga information na yon. Ayun, no? Para makapaggawa kayo ng case study. What is the format? So, ito actually hindi to kompleto pero some of the format are here. At first, introduction, no? Later naman kasi meron akong parang ano talaga dito. Itong format na to. So, ito ay additional lamang, no? Introduction, it could be 2 to 3 paragraphs. You should identify the person you're analyzing. Sino siya? Socio-demographic background, edad, no? Gender ng person na to. Okay? Saan siya nakatira, yung mga information, no? Yung mga information about that person, general information. Provide a brief background, profession, achievements, context. And you should state why you choose this individual as your subject. You should defend bakit ito yung pinili ninyo na subject. What makes it interesting and worth of studying. Okay? So, ano ba yung impact niya sa ating society? Ano ba yung purpose ninyo? Bakit nyo gustong gawan siya ng case study? No? Hindi kailangan na may mental disorder yung person na to. No? Hindi kailangan na meron siyang sakit, no? Or something. It could also be because, yun nga, interesting yung life story niya and merong pwedeng matutunan yung mga tao sa kanya. Next, personality profile. You should describe the person's observed traits, habits, and behavioral tendencies. Yung mga overt, observable traits, habits, and behavioral tendencies ng person. So you could use specific examples like from interviews, public action, social media presence, etc., etc. So gumamit kayo ng mga dito na. Dito niya nasisimulan yung paggagather, no? Nung mga nakukuha ninyong information. Ano ba siya? Ano yung mga overt behaviors niya, no? Even yung covert behaviors niya, yung tendencies niya na magalit, tendencies niya na maging aggressive, na ma-depressed, or magkaroon ng anxiety, ganon. So, observable traits and behaviors. Enthusiastic ba siya? Ano yung demeanor niya? He is more conservative, ganyan ba? Application of theories. Ito naman, you should use the 4 theories stated here. Allport Strait Theory, Cattell 16PF, Eysenck-Spen Model, and the Big Five Ocean by McCrae and Costa. So, in the application of theories, dito na papasok yung practical dimension natin of making a case study. You should identify the cardinal, kung meron man, central traits, and secondary traits na meron siya. Okay? So, of course, base it from factual data. Cattell 16PF, relate the person's trait to some Cattell's factors. So, ito naman, hindi ko i-require na yung 16PF talaga lahat ay gagamitin ninyo. Okay, please reserve your questions later ha, para hindi na tayo paulit-ulit. No? Gusto ko na matanong nyo na lahat ng questions ninyo para klaro na rin sa lahat. Okay? So, collect your questions later on. Okay? So, Cattell 16PF, you can relate. Example, mataas yung warmth ng person na to. Okay, bakit? No? Saan galing? It was observed that this person might have higher of the 16PF. I mean of this factor. I could recommend like 5 factors. Again, hindi nyo uubusin yung 16, ha? 5 factors na either mataas or mababa sa kanya. Okay? And of course, you should somehow elaborate bakit ganon, no? Saan galing yung mataas na warmth ng person na to. Okay, yung abstractness niya, bakit mataas or bakit mababa, no? Ito naman, Eysenck-Spen model, evaluate yung mga psychoticism, extroversion, and neuroticism. Asan ba siya dun sa bipolar tendency na yun? Mataas ba yun? Mababa ba yun? And of course, specify bakit, no? Anong situations? Next, the big 5, yung ocean, no? Openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. So, gumagawa lang tayo ng impression, no? It seems like Taylor Swift has a high level of openness because ganito, ganyan. So, i-specify nyo lang din bakit nyo nasabi na mataas or mababa. She also has high level of conscientiousness because she seemed to become like this, to become like that in her work, etc., etc. Ganon, no? So, gagamitin nyo yung 5. Okay? Yung 5 yan. Si Cattell naman, siguro mga 5, a maximum of 5, or minimum of 5. Si Allport naman, si Eysenck naman yung 3 talaga, no? Asan siya banda. So, again, kapag nagsusulat kayo, gumamit kayo ng mga words na, let's say, na hindi talaga siya, yung hindi talaga evidently or sobrang ganun na talaga siya, no, or straightforwardly. You could use words like he seemed to, mga ganyan, no. It could be, yung mga ganun, no. So merong possibility of doubts. Kasi again, impression lang ginagawa natin. Ito na talaga trabaho natin, class. as psych majors, gumagawa ka ng psych report, ganito trabaho mo, no? Ito yung ginagawa ninyo. Gumagawa kayo ng psychological picture ng isang individual. Hindi man ito yung talagang sila, pero at least meron kayong impression at galing yun sa isang basis or basihan na credible information. Hindi man natin sila mabigyan ng mga test, pero ang assessment kasi hindi lang naman naka-anchor lang sa test eh. Meron tayong behavioral observation, collateral information, clinical interview, multiple sources of data. Hindi lang sa test. Okay? Hindi lang sa personality test. So, yun, i-apply nyo na contextualization. At ito yung pinakamataas na bearing ko sa scores ninyo. Next, case analysis, insights. No? Ito naman, i-discuss ninyo how these traits have influenced their personal life, their career, relationships, or public image. So, i-discuss ninyo paano ito naka-apekto, no, sa kanilang personal na buhay, sa career nila, okay, sa relationships nila, or yung public image nila. Because of this, nagkaroon siya ng magandang career, or hindi nag-work yung relationship niya because he has this possible. So, again, there should be a nuance, or merong dapat kayong ilagay na parang suggestive lang yung tone niya. Hindi yung parang ina-assume nyo na agad. Do you understand it, class? Yung parang suggestive lang yung tone, no? Hindi nyo talaga siya sobrang distinctive kayo na ganito na talaga si person A, no? Okay? He might possibly he seemed to exhibit. It's more likely that he is. Mga ganong mga words. Okay? He might have. Yung mga ganon, do you understand? Okay? Reflect on the consistency of their behavior across different settings. So, of course, titingnan nyo rin, no? Ganun ba talaga siya sa mga iba't ibang scenarios or situations ng buhay niya or settings? Let's say, sa work man niya, sa personal life man niya, or may difference din siya, or may mga let's say, varieties of how he play his character or himself to the different parts of his life. So, talaga bang pag sinabi mong very blunt yung person na to, blunt ba talaga siya all throughout his life? Straightforward masyado? Or reserved, conservative ba talaga siya? No? Kaya yung decisions niya ganito din talaga. Next, compare and contrast their personality with theoretical expectations. So, ito naman, high openness in artists. So, i-compare and contrast ninyo na, no? Para bang sasabihin ninyo na high extroversion, let's say because he is an entertainer or an artist or a vlogger or let's say a social media influencer, no? Kung gagamitan nyo na siya ng explanation. Bakit mataas yung trait na to? It is because ganito or ganyan siya. Provide also a psychological explanation of their behavioral tendencies like probable causes. Babalik kayo sa childhood experiences niya. May mga early childhood traumas ba siya? Past experiences niya? Present life niya ngayon? Kung ano siya ngayon, no? Kung ano mga pinagdadaanan niya ngayon, and views of the future. Yung goals niya sa life, how he sees himself, his vision in life, to comprehensively explain his or her behavioral tendencies. So again, 'di ba? Past, present, and yung future, no? So pinaghalong na to, Freud, Adler, no? Tsaka of course yung future, 'di ba, no? Tsaka yung present, no? Provide the limitations of your investigation. Ito nga yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, maglagay kayo ng disclaimers, no, na the sources of yung sources ng information nyo lang is dito nang galing from the interviews and from some journal articles that are credible. Yun nga, hindi nyo nasali yung interviewing sa kanya. Well, kung ma-interview nyo naman siya, mas okay. Okay, pero again, mahirap siguro, no? Pero again, yun nga, kung syempre, mag-base lang din kayo na may mga limitations yung mga ginagawa nyong clinical impression. Kasi ito ginagawa niyo clinical impressions lamang ito no? It could be falsifiable. Hindi talaga siya yung ganun na talaga yung person na yon. So, yun hindi tayo judger, psych major lamang, no? Conclusion, ito yung last part. Last part to, no? Ayusin ko nga. Na-OC ako. Wait lang. Okay. Okay. Naka-turn it into ha. So, please. Yung paggamit yun ng ChatGPT, beware. Malalaman ko yan. May percentage yan, ha? Okay, conclusion. 2 paragraphs minimum. Summarize your insights and provide a synthesis of your overall insights about the persons you have investigated. So in this part, it's more of conclusions, synthesis, yung summary na lahat ng nagather ninyo, ano yung mga critical, essential, vital elements of the personality of this person. Highlight what the case study shows about the usefulness of trait and dispositional theories and understanding real people. Of course, in the last part, why is it important? Why is it important to use or to analyze personality based from trait and dispositional? Bakit siya may purpose, no? Ano yung nagagawa din niya, no? So, I could recommend, of course, that you could separate this into paragraphs or sections. Sections na lang, no? I guess pwede nyo namang ramihan ng paragraphs yung theories na to. Sections na lang siguro, no? Para hindi rin ganun limited yung sa application of theories. Okay, ano pa? Ayun, highlight what is the case study. Now, let's proceed to the rubric for grading. Again, collect all your questions. Later, I will answer those questions. Clarity and background, 10 points. It should be clear. Introduction and the rationale, no? Trait and identification. Specific observable traits are included, 5 points. Theory application, ito yung sobrang matindi na hinahanap ko. Accurate use of trait and dispositional theories. Analysis and insight. Depth of interpretation and critical thinking, of course. Organization and writing, 5 points. The structure, grammar, and flow. Hinahanap ko rin kung ano yung mga sources of information pinagkunan ninyo. So again, make sure that the person you're choosing, there are several sources of information kayong pwedeng kunan. I give the liberty to you to choose para mas comfortable kayo at mas ma-appreciate ninyo. Kasi alam ko na kapag interesado kayo sa person na to, gagawin nyo talaga yung task na to. Kaysa yung ako mag-a-assign sa inyo. Okay? So, output requirement, not necessarily 3 to 5 pages. You could go for more. Citations, APA format. Submissions would be on LMS, even if worked by group. So, individual yung pag-upload. Kahit na nakagrupo kayo, dapat lahat kayo may copy nun at i-upload nyo siya. No? Ang suggestion ko for the text format is Arial or Times New Roman 12. And now, let's go to the paper format. Okay. Sige. Before ako dito, questions muna tayo. Para hindi na magtapok-tapok, no, later. Okay, questions before I proceed. Sige nga, mga questions ninyo, mga clarifications, gusto niyo munang i-verify before ako pumunta sa paper format or template. Sure na kayo. Okay, type it in daw. Sino yung mga ano nyo, yung mga peg na mga naiisip ninyo. It can be a local artist, it could be a local or international, no? Or national, kayo bahala, no? Kung sino yung person na feel ninyo na magandang gawan ng ganito, no? Let's say Duterte, okay, Marcos, o mga ganyan, mga political leaders. Sino pa ba? Si Donald Trump, o yung mga ganon. Sir, bawal po ba YouTube as source? Pwede. Yes. State nyo lang kung saan siya galing. From an interview of, let's say, from an interview of Tony Gonzaga from her show Tony Talks, mga ganon. So, specify nyo lang kung saan, kung sino nag-interview sa kanya, no? Kasi doon kasi yung interviews niya, 'di ba, no? Jeffrey Dahmer. Kayo bahala. Hindi ko kilala sila, no? Yung mga ano na yan sa generation niyo. So, state nyo lang din kung galing sa YouTube from an interview of ganito ganyan in her show last, etc. Ganun. Okay. Sino pa ba? Sino pa ba yung mga napipeg-peg ninyo na gusto nyo gawa ng ano? Gusto ko din malaman din kasi sa part ninyo class, no? Para may mga ideas ako ng mga ano, ng mga persons na gusto nyo pag-aralan. Sino? Sino kaya, no? Sino mga naano ninyo? Wanda. Sino si Wanda? Zian Gasa. Okay, again ha, let's make non-fictional. So, ibig sabihin, real-life persons. Hindi po character sa Netflix, hindi po character sa anime. Totoong mga tao yung kailangan ninyong pag-aralan. Does it have to be an existing person? Yan din yung question ko rin. Well, I would consider basta marami kayong makuhang multiple sources of information sa kanya. I would consider Tony Fowler. Sure ba talaga kayo dyan? They have to be alive po ba? Yun nga din, no? I would consider pero make sure na worth it yung person na to, and at the same time, marami kayong pwedeng makunan din na information about sa kanya. Okay? Si Freud, sir, hindi ko masasabi. Si Freud talaga. No? Aside from the book, can you get more information about Freud, no? May interviews ba siya? Na pwede nyong makita, no? Meron ba? Kasi kung biography lang niya, I would not consider it, no? Kasi kailangan marami kayong pinagkunan. So, hindi lang sa biography, dapat meron din kayo, as much as possible, meron siyang interviews, may collateral information, no? May journals, may articles, no? Well, hindi ko naman kailangan lahat. Sobrang yun talaga dapat lahat, no? But sana more than one yung pinagkukunan ninyo ng information, hindi lang yung sa biography na kay Feist, no? Ayun, siguro gusto ko na talaga ng multiple sources of information. Make it a scientific na hindi lang laro-laro ito. Gets nyo? Okay. Sige, punta tayo sa paper format para mag-guide kayo. Sige, later na yung questions. Use your microphone later. Ito yung format na gagamitin natin, no? Case study of. Sino yung person na to? Pangalan niya. Partial fulfillment of the requirements. Ganyan. Yung group members, lagay niyo lahat dito. Section 2C206. Ganyan, no? So, yan yung first page. Now, sa second page, dito na yung first chapter. Begin with a short overview of the individual you have selected. Introduce who they are and their background, their profession, achievements, and relevant context, and explain the reasons why you choose this person as the subject of your analysis. So, refer pa rin kayo dun sa instructions. These are just additional information of what you should be putting in the introduction part. So, dito parang background talaga ng individual, no, yung mga general information niya, achievements niya, relevant context niya, how he or she affected some parts of the society, and explain niyo sa last paragraph, bakit niyo pinili itong taong ito? Anong ambag niya? Ganon. I-justify niyo rin. Parang purpose of the study sa isang research paper, di ba? Kailangan niyo i-justify bakit karapat-dapat itong pag-aralan. Or bakit siya karapat-dapat na pag-aralan. Sige, chapter 2. Personality profile. Here, present a descriptive account of the individual's personality. Discuss their observable traits, habits, values, and behavioral tendencies. You support your profile with concrete examples like interviews, documentaries, public speeches, performances, or social media presence. Kayo bahala. Let's say, Sara Duterte. Okay, ano yung mga nakukuha ninyo ng mga information, no? This section should create a clear picture of the general personality before linking it to theory. So, refer to instructions for the complete guide in this part. So, dito na, no? Magsa-start na kayo mag-create ng personality picture, ng psychological picture ng person na to. Na pinagkunan nyo sa mga, documentaries, public speeches, yung mga concrete, no? Or evidence ninyo. Chapter 3, application of theories. Dito, again, you could make it per section. Alport straight theory. Kung may cardinal siya, pwede nyong ilagay. Pero kung wala, okay lang din, no? Pero I'm sure sa central and sa secondary traits, meron kayong makukuha sa kanya. Okay, central traits, general qualities present in most situations. secondary traits, preferences, or situational traits, and provide examples paano siya nagmamanifest yung traits na to sa person na to. Saang mga situations niyo siya nakita na ganun siya. Next, Cattell 16PF. You relate the person's traits to some of Cattell 16PF personality factors, like you select several factors like warmth, dominance, emotional stability. So, mga 5, minimum of 5 traits. And bakit? Kung mataas or mababa yung 5 traits. Yung mga traits na yun. Again, hindi nyo uubusin yung itong 16 lahat ha. Pumili lang kayo ng mga 5. Ganyan. Discuss whether the individual scores high, medium, or low on these traits and justify your evaluation with real-life evidence. Instinct. Ito naman, yung pen, no? Gamitin nyo lahat to, okay? So, describe whether they display high, moderate, or low levels of each trait using concrete examples to support your assessment. Again, explain ko naman, diba, na nasa bipolar tendencies tayo dito, yung tatlong yan. Okay, and bakit, no? Next is Big 5 personality dimension. Okay, like, again, example, psychoticism. Si Tony Fowler ba, mataas ba yung kanyang level of psychoticism or mababa? Or nasa super ego function siya. Okay, di ba parang she is more of defeating the norms of the society? Kaya parang medyo nasa higher end siya ng psychoticism. Hindi naman yung baliw ha, pero I guess nyo naman yung ibig sabihin ng psychoticism, di ba? Hindi yung nasa opposite pole siya ng super ego function, wherein nagko-function talaga yung moral principle ng isang person. Something like that, no? Next, Big 5 personality dimensions. Ito naman, rate the individual. So, kung high, average, or low siya. So, based from observations and evaluations nyo lang ito. You use your clinical eye. Diba? I think na-activate nyo naman yung mga clinical eye ninyo dyan. Na ganito kayo, na perhaps ito yung pagtingin nyo sa person na to. Openness to experience, no? I have discussed this all to you. Conscientiousness, extraversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. Kung mataas, mababa, anong ibig sabihin? Bakit mataas yung openness niya? Because, ganyan, person A seemed to exhibit high levels of openness to experience as observed during, etc., etc. Ganun po, no? Explain nyo, no? Bakit yun yung rating ninyo sa kanya? Okay? Again, suggestive lang yung tone. Suggestive lang. Hindi nyo naman talaga kilala yung person talaga in the first place. Okay? Chapter 4, Case Analysis and Insights. Again, this will not be published, class. This is just for our academic purposes only. Chapter 4, Case Analysis and Insights. Ito naman, interpret nyo yung mga findings niyo of the trait analysis. Discuss how the traits identified may have influence. Dito na, dadako na kayo dun sa mga, paano ba naka-apekto yung traits na to sa kanya, yung mga na-observe ninyo, yung mga nasulat nyo dito, sa part na to, sa pag-a-apply niyo ng theories, paano ba naka-apekto yun? Perhaps sa buhay niya, sa personal life niya, sa career niya, sa family life niya, relationships niya, or public image niya, ganyan. Reflect on whether their behavior shows consistency across different settings and compare their personality traits with theoretical expectations like artists typically show high openness, political leaders high extraversion, ganyan, which have contributed siguro sa kanyang pagiging good leader, 'di ba? Ganon, or pagiging yung sa kanyang career na you felt nakatulong sa kanyang career as a ganyan, no? Highlight both strengths and limitations of trait dispositional theories and explaining the personalities of the person's personality. So, explain nyo yung mga traits na to, mataas man or mababa, paano to nakaapekto sa buhay niya, bawat aspeto ng life niya. So, paragraph form lang din to. Kayo bahala. Pwede nyo siyang kayo bahala. I-ano nyo siguro siya na kasali pa rin yung mga theories na yan, naka-heading pa rin siya, no? Chapter 5, the last part, conclusion. Here, You would provide the major insights gained from the case study, emphasizing how the person's traits have shaped their personal and professional life. Here, you will conclude with reflections on the usefulness of trait and dispositional theories in understanding real-life personalities. So, you may add subheadings or sections on this part. So, again, isa-summarize nyo yung mga relevant points na nakita ninyo, no? Hindi nyo isasali, of course, lahat-lahat. Parang gumagawa kayo ng remarks, no, ng person na to. Ng remarks. Example ko siguro is ganyan. Pero, para siyang remarks class, pero example ko lang, hindi ko siya gustong i-ano sa inyo, pero kulang pa kasi to example, ganyan. Ito, ha? Something like ganyan. Parang ganyan, no? Itong part lang na to, ha? Christine generally appeared to be in good, yet some tests indicate that mild tendencies for yan, yung mga ganyang mga parang summary na talaga na parang yung ganyan, yung something na remarks or something na final say ninyo sa person na to. Okay, something like that yung part niya. Hindi ganun talaga ha, pero something like that. Parang final say ninyo sa taong yon. Okay? Next. Ano ba yung next natin? Yung next naman yan is you will also put reflections on the usefulness of trait and dispositional theories in general. Why is it important or why is it like useful in understanding real-life personalities? So, bakit kaya pag ginamit natin itong mga trait and dispositional theories sa pag-iintindi ng person, bakit siya nagiging mahalaga or vital or nagiging useful siya? So, ito ay nasa inyo na to, no? Based ito doon sa ginawa ninyo, no? Ano yung naging usefulness niya? Paano siya nagamit, no? At paano siya nakatulong siguro. And perhaps baka pwede niyo tong i-submit sa person na to, i-email niyo sa kanya. Sir, ito po yung naging clinical impression namin based sa namin ganito, ganyan. Baka makatulong sa iyo, sir. Okay, references. Here naman, i-list down niyo yung mga sources like case studies, books, journal articles, interviews, documentaries. Follow the APA citation style required in the course. Merong mga nagge-generate class, merong format on how you could indicate references kapag documentary or journal siya. Ang ginamit ko kasi noon, yung gumagawa pa ako ng thesis is APA generator yon. Marami yan class sa internet. Kumbaga ilalagay nyo na lang din. Siya na yung gagawa ng citation. Ng citation nyo dito sa part na to. Ayun, so yun lamang, no? Sige, gusto ko malaman. Sana medyo naano kayo, na-excite. Oo. Kasi ano naman to class, very ano naman to, enjoyable. Enjoyable naman yung activity natin na ganito. Sige, gamit tayo ng microphone please para at least makuha ko yung mga ano ninyo, insights ninyo, mga violent reactions ninyo, no? Or kung ano man. Enjoy to na activity class. Kasi kayo pumipili hindi ako. No? So, hindi ko siguro mare-recommend si Freud. Hindi. Sige, magbigay kayo ng mga tao. Kasi wala masyadong interview si Freud Isang information lang meron kayo, yung mga biographies lang. Okay, questions. Open the floor for questions. Sige na. Sabihin nyo na yung mga questions class para isahan na lang tayo. Para hindi na kayo mag-asa akin later on ng questions. Deadline. Okay, when ang deadline, sir? Deadline would be on September 3. Ha? September 3. I'm giving this to you in advance for you to have time to do this. So, spend the rest of our classes creating this output. So, we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still have 7 days to do this. At kayang-kaya yan, class. Hindi naman mahaba yung hiningi ko sa inyo. No? And avoid using ChatGPT because malalaman ko yan if you have used AI for your ano. Kasi naka-turn it in yan no? Oo. You just had to use AI ethically. Gamitin nyo lang siya for grammar. Gamitin nyo lang siya for clarity, for structure. Hindi ko naman sa pero try to use it ethically na hindi ChatGPT yung pinapasa nyo sa akin. Pwede ba yon? Can I get a commitment that you will not use ChatGPT solely to create this output? Can you give me a heart or a thumbs up kung gagawin nyo talaga yon? Please? Sayang kasi class, magandang activity to. Maano talaga, mapapractice kayo. No? Ito kasi talaga yung trabaho natin as psych majors. Ito yung trabaho ko, no? Ito yung trabaho talaga natin. Okay? Sayang kasi kung si ChatGPT lang yung pinapagawa ninyo ng trabahong to. Hindi nyo siya may experience. Sayang. Nasasayangan lang ako dito sa ganitong opportunity that you could really apply what it is really in the practice of psychology, no? Sige, sino yung mga taong gagamitin ninyo? Sino yung mga taong mga ninyo? Naiisip ninyong gawing subject? Sino kaya? Sige, magtanong ako sa inyo, be. Marcos, oo. Sino yung mga mo? Napipeg mo dyan ng mga gusto mong gamitin, gusto mong gawing subject? Yes! Criminal? Yes, no problem. No? Basta marami lang sources of information. Walang problema sa akin yan. As much as possible sana alive, pero kung talagang yung namatay na or sige, I will consider. Basta lang din, worth it lang din or somehow. Sino pa dyan? Chenny, sino yung parang mo, naiisip mo na pwedeng gamitin or i-use as a subject?
Si Dahmer po, sir.
Hindi ko kilala yan, pero...
Serial killer siya, sir.
Okay, sige, go. Okay lang na criminal, ha? Meron siyang history of abuse, ganyan. Okay lang din sa akin. Okay lang din, like normal person lang din. Kung wala talaga siyang mga... talaga. mentally healthy individual. Okay lang din talaga sa akin. Sino ba si Wanda? Who is Wanda ba? Kilala si Wanda. Ang alam ko lang na Wanda yung sa Marvel. Sino ba si Wanda? Sino ba? Sure kay sa Tony Fowler, Sophie. Sure talaga kay Tony Fowler. Sino pa ba? Joanna, oo. Sino yung mga naiisip mong gamitin na subject? JM De Guzman na lang di ako as sir kay Deadma, kay Wanda, kay Mataray siya. Okay, yeah, I could approve this kasi meron din namang mga news and articles. Basta lang be careful lang din kayo dun sa mga mga false information, sa mga fake news. Huwag kayo mag-base lang talaga dun sa mga chismis. Alam ko naman na may critical thinking na kayo at you could also try to filter out what is true from not, 'di ba? Na marunong na rin kayong mag-dissect ng mga news na pwede nyong makuha. Especially kapag showbiz or kapag artista, 'di ba? Oo. Si JM kasi 'di ba meron siyang history of drug dependence or drug abuse. So nakapag-rehab siya. So sige, kayo bahala. Sino pa? Ethan. Sino yung person na parang iniisip mo na pwede mong gawing subject for this? Hello? Sino pa ba? Hindi ko na rinig. Okay. Isabel, no? Meron pa ba? Kyle, Chloe, Sophie, no? Alex. Okay. Sino pa ba yung mga So, again, you could group accordingly by 4, 3, 2, or 1. Or individually. Sige, questions class para isahang bagsak natin to lahat. Again naka-turn it into. So, by percentage talaga akong makikita if AI generated lang. Use it for use it for grammar or clarity purposes lang. Pero, kung doon yung kinukuha yung data, no. Hindi yan pwede. Ayoko yan. Ayoko ng ganyan. Okay? So, sana gawin nyo siya ng maayos. Enjoy siya class na activity. Okay, yes? Alex, your question?
Sir, if YouTube video po, sir, necessary po ba na interview talaga or okay lang po if yung mga documentary or mga commentary po na videos with sources?
Yes, okay lang din. Kung walang interview, okay lang din yon. Yung documentaries or commentary sources, okay lang din yon. Kung wala talaga siyang interview talaga, ganito, ganyan. Oo. Or yung mga public statements niya about this, about that. Yung may mga quotes talaga siya. Yung mga ganon. According to some news, ganyan. Ganon. Okay. Approve ako doon, okay? Basta multiple sources of information. Hindi lang isa yung pinagkunan niyo. Marami man class, Bongbong Marcos, o Sara Duterte, o mga ganyan, mga ating political leaders, no? Sino pa ba? Si Miriam, Defensor Santiago, o 'di ba? Marami kayong pwedeng makuha din sa kanya, no? So, siguro I could consider kung the person has passed away. Basta worth it lang talaga siyang pag-aralan. Worth it na you could explore his or her life. Sige. So, I guess, magre-reflect pa kayo, no, kung sino talaga yung final nyo na subject. Okay, reminders, kindly please answer all the formative assessment online. Yun na lang po yung pwede nyong masagutan. Kasi yung mga face-to-face, I cannot give special, for that. So, naman din is 60-40. 60% itong summative natin ngayon, 40% yung quizzes or yung formative ninyo. Okay? So, spend the rest of our classes in creating your output and submitting it in our Canvas course. So, wala na tayong face-to-face exam. It's just that you had to comply with this one and do your best, ha? So, again, naka-on po si Turnitin, no? So, malalaman ko yung percentage niyan. At I can check that. And if you could submit late, there will be deduction of points already. No? May deduction na po ng points kapag magsasubmit kayo ng late. The more na late siya, mas mataas yung deduction of points. Okay? So, again, meron po tayong Turnitin. Malalaman ko po kung talagang ginamit nyo yung AI lang as solely part na, I think makikita nyo naman yung percentage. So, may kinukonsider ako ng percentage lang talaga na ito lang, no? I understand because, again, you are sourcing it from websites, no? Pero pag, syempre, no? Exclude kaya natin itong mga, similarity, okay. Website. Yan, okay. Okay, yan. So, makikita nyo naman yung percentage pag upload niyo ng output na yan. Okay? Hindi ko ini-expect na kailangan 0%. Ang akin lang mababa, no? Hindi siya completely copy-paste from AI or from the internet. Sige, questions pa class, no? Sige, ano ba yung mga questions ninyo? Sa parts, gusto ko malaman kung merong hindi clear or klaro. Sino pa ba? Sige, questions. Wala. Sure na ba yan? Sige, ito yung mga module 2 lessons pala natin. 3 lang actually. 4 pala na theories. Skinner, Bandura, Piaget, and Kohlberg. Sige lang, i-make available ko naman to kapag this week or next week. Pero focus muna kayo dito sa mga assessment na yan, yung mga online na yan. Yan yung mga kailangan yung sagutan, ha? Yung points din niya is matataas din, ha? Answer it within the week. This will be closed very soon. So, yeah. So, yun. Okay. Questions? Okay, sure na? Alright. So, if there are no questions, I presume you understand it all. Okay? So, again, thank you very much for attending. I hope that you will enjoy doing this. And enjoy naman talaga siya, class. Ha? Gawin nyo talaga siya. Like, gawin nyo siya talaga. This is your work. Trabaho to ng isang psychologist or ng isang psychometrician or psych major or guidance. No? Trabaho nyo. Ito talaga yung work talaga natin. So, experience this na hindi masyadong gumagamit ng AI. Okay, thank you very much. Have a beautiful and wonderful day ahead of you. Enjoy the rest of your day at mabuhay tayong lahat. Goodbye, class, and stay happy all the time. Goodbye.